Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history fans. Today, we're stepping back into the year 1996 to explore coins that proudly carry the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America." At first glance, they may seem like everyday change, but these 1996 coins carry history, symbolism, and in some cases, hidden collector's value. So stick around as we uncover the story behind the coins of 1996. Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history fans. Today, we're stepping back into the year 1996 to explore coins that proudly carry the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty, E Pluribus Unum, and United States." Got it? Thumbs up. You want a 1,000-word YouTube script about a coin with the inscription, "In God We Trust, Liberty, 2000, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America." That matches the U.S. dollar coins minted in the year 2000, especially the Sacagawea dollar or the State Quarters series. I'll make you a well-structured YT script that sounds engaging, documentary style, and perfect for narration. Here's the script. Movie camera YouTube script, 1,000 words. Studio microphone, intro music plus visuals of coin spinning. Welcome back to our channel, coin collectors and history lovers. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of modern American currency, the coin inscribed with the powerful words, "In God We Trust, Liberty, 2000, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America." At first glance, it may look like just another dollar or quarter from your pocket change. But when you look closer, this coin represents a turning point in American coinage, a mix of tradition and innovation, and a story that connects centuries of history with the year 2000, the dawn of a new millennium. So grab your magnifying glass, because today we're uncovering the story behind the year 2000 U.S. coin, what it means, why it was created, and why collectors are still fascinated by it. Section 1. The inscriptions and their meaning. Let's begin by breaking down the words on the coin itself. "In God We Trust," the official motto of the United States since 1956, appearing on coins since the Civil War era. It symbolizes the nation's faith and unity through difficult times. Liberty, a timeless word on American coins since the 18th century. It reminds us of the founding principles of the country. 2000, the minting year, marking the coin as one of the first designs of the new millennium. For many, owning a 2000 coin felt like holding a piece of history at the edge of 2 centuries. E Pluribus Unum, Latin for, out of many, one. This phrase highlights America's identity as a nation formed from diverse people and states. And finally, United States of America, proudly announcing the nation the coin represents. Each word is more than just an inscription. Together, they reflect America's heritage, values, and aspirations. Section 2. The year 2000, a new chapter in coinage. The year 2000 wasn't just any year. It was the start of a brand new millennium, and the U.S. Mint wanted to celebrate with bold designs. 2 major coin programs were in circulation at that time. 1. The 50 State Quarters program, launched in 1999, continuing into 2000, where each state got its own quarter design. Collectors rushed to gather them all, and it sparked one of the greatest collecting crazes in modern history. 2. The Sacagawea dollar, introduced in 2000, replacing the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. This golden-colored coin featured Sacagawea, the Shoshone Native American woman who guided Lewis and Clark. The coin was historic, not only for honoring a Native American figure, but also for its innovative design and golden hue. Both of these coins proudly carried the inscriptions we're exploring, making the year 2000 coins especially memorable. Section 3. The Sacagawea dollar. One of the most iconic coins from the year 2000 is without a doubt the Sacagawea dollar. Designed by Glenna Goodacker, the obverse shows Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, as she looks toward the future. The reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., shows a soaring bald eagle with 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Collectors often call it the golden dollar because of its manganese brass alloy that gives it a warm golden appearance, though it isn't made of actual gold. The coin was released with high hopes. Vending machines, transit systems, and banks all tried to promote it. Though it never fully caught on in everyday use, it became a favorite among collectors, and its symbolism made it unforgettable. Section 4. The State Quarters of 2000. Now let's talk about the 2000 state quarters. Each quarter carried George Washington's portrait on the front with the words we've been discussing, and on the back, it showcased a design for one of the states. In the year 2000, the quarters featured Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia. These designs highlighted everything from the Minuteman of Massachusetts to the John Cabot ship on Virginia's quarter. Together, they made coin collecting exciting again for millions of Americans, both young and old. Section 5. Collectability and Value. So, what makes these year 2000 coins special for collectors today? Circulation coins. Most are worth face value, since millions were minted. Proof sets. The U.S. Mint released special collector editions with mirror-like finishes. These are highly sought after. Errors and varieties. Some coins from 2000 feature minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets. These rare errors can fetch much higher values, sometimes hundreds of dollars depending on condition. For example, certain Sacagawea dollars were struck on planchets meant for other coins, making them incredibly rare finds. Section 6. Symbolism for a new millennium. Beyond collectability, these coins carry symbolic weight. At the dawn of the year 2000, America wanted coins that represented both tradition and progress. The motto, "In God We Trust," reinforced unity. The word liberty reminded people of the nation's roots. The state quarters celebrated diversity across the nation. The Sacagawea dollar honored a woman and Native American figure, something long overdue in U.S. coinage history. Holding one of these coins today is like holding a time capsule from the year when the world stepped into a new era. Section 7. Final thoughts. So, the next time you come across a coin with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty, 2000, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America," take a closer look. It could be a Sacagawea dollar, shining golden with a story of exploration and courage. It could be a state quarter, one of the most popular collectible coins of all time. Or it could be a simple reminder that even everyday coins carry powerful messages of history, culture, and identity. In 2000, America wasn't just minting coins. It was minting memories, values, and a vision for the future. Studio microphone. Outro. And that wraps up today's journey into the year 2000 coins of the United States. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin stories, and share this video with fellow collectors. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change, because every coin has a story to tell. Musical notes. Outro music plus coin visuals. That's your 1000-word script for a YT video. Backhand index pointing right. Do you want me to make it specifically focused only on the Sacagawea $2,000, or keep it broad including the state quarters too? Perfect thumbs up. You want a 1000-word YouTube script about a coin inscribed with "In God We Trust, Liberty, 1946, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America." That matches coins minted in 1946, like the Roosevelt dime, first struck in 1946 after FDR's passing, or other U.S. coins of that year such as quarters, half dollars, and cents. The Roosevelt dime is the most iconic because 1946 was its very first year of issue. Here's a ready-to-use YT script for you. Backhand index pointing down. Movie camera YouTube script, 1000 words. Musical notes. Intro music plus slow spin of the 1946 coin. Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts and history lovers. Today, we're traveling back to the year 1946 to explore a very special coin carrying the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America." At first glance, it may seem like just another mid-20th century coin. But in reality, this piece of money holds deep history, tied to World War II, to a beloved American president, and to the values that shaped an entire nation. So stick around, because in this video we're diving into the story of the 1946 U.S. coinage, especially the coin that debuted that year, the Roosevelt dime. Section 1. Breaking down the inscriptions. Let's start by looking at the powerful words stamped onto the coin. "In God We Trust," the national motto, reflecting America's faith and unity during difficult times. By 1946, this phrase had appeared on coins for decades, and after the war it carried even greater meaning. Liberty. a reminder of the freedoms Americans fought to defend during World War II. Every coin since the nation's beginning has carried liberty in one form or another. E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one. This motto highlighted America's identity as a nation built from diverse people and states. United States of America, boldly declaring the country of origin and national pride. And finally, the date, 1946, a year that marked peace after the storm of World War II, and the beginning of a new chapter in American life. Section 2. Why 1946 was historic. 1946 was not just any year. It was the first full year after World War II ended. Soldiers were returning home, industries were shifting from wartime to peacetime production, and Americans were rebuilding their lives. It was also the year after President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the longest-serving U.S. president, passed away in April 1945. Roosevelt had led the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II, and his death left a deep mark on the country. To honor his legacy, the U.S. Mint decided to create a brand new coin, the Roosevelt dime, first issued in 1946. Section 3. The Roosevelt Dime, a Tribute. The 1946 dime became one of the most iconic coins of the 20th century. Designed by John R. Sinek, the obverse features a portrait of President Roosevelt facing left, with the inscriptions, Liberty, and, In God We Trust. The designer's initials, J.S., appear at the base of Roosevelt's neck. Why a dime? Roosevelt was strongly associated with the fight against polio. He himself battled the disease, and he founded the March of Dimes campaign, a movement that encouraged Americans to donate just 10 cents to fund polio research. So, choosing the dime as his memorial coin was deeply symbolic. The reverse of the dime carries a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength, with the words E pluribus unum proudly inscribed. Section 4. Other U.S. coins of 1946. Of course, 1946 also saw the continued minting of other coins in circulation. Lincoln Wheat Cent, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait and the wheat reverse design. Jefferson Nickel, featuring Thomas Jefferson and his Monticello home. Washington Quarter, with Washington's bust and the heraldic eagle on the back. Walking Liberty $50, one of the most beautiful American coins, showing Lady Liberty walking toward the sunrise. All of these coins from 1946 carried the same inscriptions. In God We Trust, Liberty, United States of America, E pluribus unum, but the Roosevelt dime stood out as the newcomer of the year. Section 5. Collectability and value. So, what about collecting these coins today? 1946 Roosevelt dime. Since millions were minted, common examples are worth only around face value to a couple of dollars in circulated condition. However, high-grade versions, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can be worth hundreds. Proofs and full-torch FB dimes are especially valuable. Other 1946 coins, cents, nickels, quarters, and half-dollars are generally affordable unless found in pristine condition. The Walking Liberty $50 is always popular with collectors because of its stunning design. And of course, any coin with mint errors from 1946, like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet mistakes, can fetch much higher values. Section 6. Symbolism for post-war America. Beyond the silver content and collector value, these coins symbolize America's post-war spirit. The word liberty reflected the victory over tyranny. In God We Trust reminded citizens of faith in hard times. E pluribus unum celebrated the unity of the states and people after years of division and war. And the choice to honor Roosevelt on the dime tied money directly to both history and charity, a legacy still alive today. Section 7. Final thoughts. So, the next time you see a coin dated 1946 with the inscriptions, In God We Trust, Liberty, E pluribus unum, United States of America, take a closer look. It could be a simple wheat cent, a sturdy nickel, or a shining silver Roosevelt dime, the first of its kind. Each one is more than just money. It's a piece of history, a reminder of sacrifice, resilience, and the values that carried America into a new era of peace. Holding a 1946 coin is like holding a time capsule from the first year of post-war America, a small piece of metal that tells a big story. Studio microphone. Outro. And that wraps up today's journey into the coins of 1946. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin stories. Perfect thumbs up, you're asking for a 1,000-word YouTube script about a U.S. coin dated 1998, carrying the classic inscriptions: In God We Trust, Liberty, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America. That matches coins like the 1998 Lincoln cent, penny, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime, Washington quarter, Kennedy half-dollar, and Eisenhower/Native American dollar series. But 1998 is especially interesting because it was the final year before the 50-state quarters program began in 1999, making 1998 quarters the last of the old era. Here's a 1,000-word script tailored for your YouTube channel. Backhand index pointing down. Movie camera YouTube script, 1,000 words. Musical notes, intro music plus slow. Coin lovers and history explorers. Today, we're diving into a coin dated 1998, carrying the timeless inscriptions: In God We Trust, Liberty, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America. Now, 1998 might not feel like ancient history, but this coin is part of an important transition in American currency. It's the last full year before the U.S. Mint introduced bold new designs in the 21st century. So grab your magnifying glass, because today we'll uncover the story of the 1998 U.S. coins, what they mean, and why collectors still care about them. Section 1. Breaking down the inscriptions. Let's begin with the words on the coin. In God We Trust, the national motto, reminding Americans of unity and faith. Liberty, the heartbeat of American coinage since the very first coins of the Republic. E Pluribus Unum, Latin for, out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of states and people. United States of America, boldly naming the nation these coins represent. And finally, the date 1998, the closing year of the 20th century's coinage style. Section 2. The year 1998 in U.S. coinage. 1998 was a fascinating year for coins. It marked the end of an era in American quarters, the last year of the standard eagle reverse design before the wildly popular 50-state quarters program launched in 1999. It was also a year where traditional designs still dominated. Lincoln cent, wheat-style reverse had long ended, so memorial reverse was in use. Jefferson nickel with Monticello. Roosevelt dime with the torch, olive branch, and oak branch. Washington quarter with the heraldic eagle reverse, last year before states took over. Kennedy half-dollar. Native American-themed Sacagawea dollar was still 2 years away. So, coins dated 1998 represent the last uniform, classic set before major design changes began shaking things up. Section 3. Spotlight on the 1998 Washington quarter. Perhaps the most collectible 1998 coin is the Washington quarter. The obverse features George Washington's bust with Liberty above and In God We Trust to the left. The reverse shows the heraldic eagle, wings spread, arrows and olive branch in its talons, along with the motto E Pluribus Unum. This design had been around since 1932. But 1998 was the final year before the U.S. Mint retired it in favor of the state-themed quarters. Collectors often see 1998 quarters as a last chance coin, the end of a 66-year tradition. Section 4. The 1998 Lincoln cent. The 1998 penny is also an interesting piece. It carries Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's the twist. Collectors know that in 1998, the Mint actually used two different reverse designs, the normal memorial reverse and a rare prototype called the Close AM variety. Most 1998 pennies show a wide gap between the A and M in America on the reverse. But a few coins struck with test dies show the letters closer together, the Close AM. These rare varieties are worth far more than 1 cent, sometimes even hundreds of dollars depending on condition. So if you have a 1998 penny, check the spacing between the A and M, it could be a hidden treasure. Section 5. Other coins of 1998. Other coins of 1998 continued their traditional designs. Jefferson nickel, unchanged since 1938, with Jefferson's bust and Monticello on the back. Roosevelt dime, carrying the torch of liberty, oak branch for strength, and olive branch for peace. Kennedy half-dollar, still minted, though not widely used in circulation. Each of these coins carried the familiar mottos, tying them to America's values. Section 6. Collectability and value. So what are 1998 coins worth today? 1998 quarters. In circulated condition, they're still worth face value. But uncirculated and proof versions can fetch several dollars. Special collector's sets are especially popular since they mark the last of the eagle reverse. 1998 pennies. Common examples are worth a cent, but the close AM variety can be worth from $100 up to thousands in high grades. 1998 dimes and nickels. Generally only worth face value unless in pristine mint state. 1998 half dollars. Since they weren't widely circulated, collectors often seek mint sets and proof coins. For many collectors, the historical value, being the last pre-state quarter year, is just as important as the monetary value. Section 7. Symbolism of 1998 coins. Beyond the dollars and cents, 1998 coins symbolize a turning point in U.S. history. The motto Liberty echoed across the century, from the Great Depression to the edge of the Internet age. In God We Trust carried forward into a new millennium, reminding Americans of faith in uncertain times. E pluribus unum emphasized unity as America grew ever more diverse. And the traditional designs, Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Kennedy, stood as icons of the 20th century. In short, 1998 coins were the last breath of classic U.S. coinage before modernization began. Section 8. Final thoughts. So, the next time you come across a coin dated 1998 with the inscriptions, In God We Trust, Liberty, E pluribus unum, United States of America, take a closer look. It might be a penny hiding the rare close AM variety. It might be a quarter marking the last year of the eagle design. Or it might just be a simple reminder of a time right before American coinage changed forever. Holding a 1998 coin is like holding a farewell note to the 20th century, a small piece of history right in the palm of your hand. Studio microphone. Outro. And that's our journey into the coins of 1998. If you enjoyed learning about these fascinating pieces of history, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into coin collecting, and share this video with your fellow collectors. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change, because every coin has a story to tell. Musical notes. Outro music plus fade out with coin close-ups. White heavy check mark, that's your 1,000-word YT script on the 1998 U.S. coins, with a spotlight on the quarter, last eagle year, and the penny, rare close AM variety. Backhand index pointing right. Do you want me to expand this into a 2,000 to 3,000-word documentary-style script focusing only on the 1998 quarter and penny varieties, or keep it broad covering all 1998 coins?